Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast presented to you by Music Never Stopped. Today is Monday, May 19th, and today on the show we have Alex Bazemore and Jackson Chisholm.
What are you doing, podcast for Lot?
Yeah.
Come be on a Lot podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah, All Jammed Up.
This dude's doing a podcast. If you want to be on some podcast, come give an interview.
Hell yeah. Good morning, fools. Welcome to the All Jammed Up podcast. Today is Monday, May 19th. I'm your host, Clint Dotson. And today on the podcast is just a good old-fashioned porch session with Jackson Chisholm and Alex Bazemore from Sons of Stars. You guys know Alex, but Jackson is the bass player. He's also in a couple other bands, Yesterday's Clothes and Clouds of Delusion, which is a Grateful Dead cover band. We just kind of, hang out, shoot the shit, get a little bit into what started Jackson's music career. We just kind of bullshit the rest of the time. I literally just walked in the door from getting back from Charleston to see Widespread Panic, which was a hell of a time. We'll have a full recap on that on Thursday in Chloe's Corner. And then next Monday, we'll have a Lot podcast for that too. But it's going to take me a little bit of time with the editing. I started a new job today, so busy week for me. But we still got the episode out. We'll have another episode Thursday too. But let's get right into it. A good old-fashioned porch hang with Alex and Jackson.
Hey, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Alrighty, folks. We are here with Jackson. How do you say your last name?
Chisholm.
Chisholm.
Chisholm, yeah.
He's the bass player in Sons of Stars, Clouds of Delusion, and Yesterday's Clothes. Did I get them all?
You got them all.
Which one's your favorite to play in?
They're all just so
Oh, come on.
incredibly different. Like it's such an amazing time with all of them, and it's such a different time that it's hard to choose.
But if you had to choose, gun to your head.
I don't know. It's I don't want to choose.
So you play electric bass in Clouds of Delusion and Yesterday's Clothes, right?
Yes.
And then stand-up bass in Sons of Stars. Which one did you learn first?
I guess I definitely learned how to play electric bass first.
Okay.
I've only been playing upright for the past 2 years now. But yeah, and it's cool because like I was saying, like the style is all those styles are so different from each other with the different types of bass playing that it's I learned Grateful Dead music first, and like that opened my mind to lots of different styles of jamming and how to open your mind while playing music. But then I go to this indie rock band, Yesterday's Clothes, that I'm in, and it's like a totally different world where it's same bass line, same groove, same feeling, same thing every song, which is really cool and comfortable. And so it's interesting going back and forth from the two and that different headspace I'm in for both of those.
Is one easier than the other? Like, is stand-up easier for you than electric?
Bass, no. It's like a whole different beast. I guess it's harder because you don't have frets, and you have to, and
You don't even look at the stand-up bass when you play it.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of it is.
Is it feel because there's no frets?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even, yeah, because it's I don't see the frets, but also it's I use my ear for a lot of it to tell if I'm in key.
Okay.
Or not.
When did you start playing music?
Whenever I was 8 years old.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a while.
Well, yeah, I started playing classical piano whenever I was 8 years old, and my parents really got me into doing that, and it was actually it turned into a homework thing, and it was then when I was 13, I was like, man, I really do not want to be playing Beethoven and Mozart all the time. And
yeah.
This is not the most fun. And then so Mark Shimmick was my piano teacher.
Shouts out Mark.
Yeah, from 12 to 14, and he taught me all these Led Zeppelin songs on piano, and I was like, oh, well, music isn't
this can be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is cool. Yeah, and it can be really fucking fun. So it's cool being able to, or just having Mark show me that. So.
Is there, I know there's not a certain band that you prefer playing with, but is there a certain type of music that you prefer to play, like bluegrass or the Grateful Dead or the indie rock? Oh, look what the cat dragged in.
It's like, they're all just so completely different that it's, perfect timing, buddy. They're all just so completely different that it's like I played this really freaking fun show in Hendersonville on Saturday, and this is the most fun show I've ever played with Clouds, and I was like, damn, I could do this for the rest of my life and be happy. And then I go and play Sons of Stars show, and I'm like, wow, I could do this for the rest of my life and be happy too.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I love it. I actually love it, keeping it so versatile or whatever. When
are we gonna get more singing from you? Let Jackson sing.
Whenever I get better timing on the upright. What's up, dude? Hey, buddy.
Let's see if I can fix this camera real quick. We didn't. Oh fuck!
It looks like some nice headphones.
They're not in there, so thank God. But
that was horrible. It flipped like completely.
Yeah, full spill on the podcast. Half a beer gone.
I didn't do it.
One of the best beers you can get in Nashville, Citra Bomb, One Road Brewing West. Yeah, that's for you.
Thanks,
So is there like a different mindset jamming in like the bluegrass jams and then the Grateful Dead jams when you're on a stand-up or on the electric bass?
It's like I guess like more recently I've been trying, whenever it comes to jamming, having like the Miles Davis, where I just try to keep my ears super open, and it's the notes that you don't play. And so it's like just letting the music come through you, more of letting you do the jam. And so it's like I've been going with that thought process into, I could combine it both with Sons of Stars and Clouds of Delusion.
Okay.
But with Sons of Stars, I definitely have to hold the groove more and keep it more pockety, and I'm like the platform for.
You gotta talk a little closer to it.
Sorry, I'm the platform for this guy over here, and and so it's it's definitely different.
I think I asked Alex. I think I asked you the same question when I first interviewed you. But I'm still asking you. I'm asking you this time. But does knowing does knowing like stand up and knowing the electric bass, do you think it makes you better at like both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. How so?
Well, just with my style, like it's like I've gotten way better at like walking notes and leading into chords, changes and stuff. I've gotten way better at doing that on the electric because of the upright, and me having to deal, because the upright is like walking and making chord changes interesting for the other musicians on the stage, and so adding texture with different notes. So I definitely think it's gotten me better at playing electric.
Do you think that like the bass is like only a supporting instrument? Like this is just does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I think that's like the number one job as a bass player is to be supportive.
I have something to say about that.
You guys got to switch microphones then.
We can just share one like this, but
Yeah.
Like you and Johnny did?
Yeah, they could just
no, but
minus making out.
No, Jackson used to. But it's like the electric acoustic thing. I went to your here. I'll hold your hand. No. I went to your Clouds show Monday, and it was really amazing.
That band is sick, yeah.
But I remember specifically watching you playing the electric and thinking like, he's just whipping that thing around, like, and you like match this line with Garrett, like Garrett was playing a da 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 da, and he did the same thing like in a different octave, and I was just like, damn, that's tight. I remember watching it, and then just thinking like, hell yeah, Jackson. Like it's like I get this like glow, fun, like
Proud dad.
I literally think about his dad Joel. I'm like, I bet Joel I wonder how he feels like watching him grow, because you've grown so much in like a short window of time. I've known you since 2020, and
Can we tell that beautiful story of how you guys met?
we met
It was,
on this
really-
very
yeah,
porch.
it was very porch,
Because you kind of
actually.
started telling me the other day, and we didn't get too into it.
Well, so I was sitting here and I was playing guitar, and I think I was playing Pink Floyd. And it was in like the middle of COVID, where people are still questioning everything and
Was
everybody.
COVID really like, I was in Florida then, and it was like pretty wide open. Was COVID still pretty like tight here? Like you couldn't go like anywhere?
Yeah, like don't even make eye contact with people. Yeah. But it's and yeah, it's so yeah, it was still like and I was desperate to, because like I learned how to and when I was 16, I was in this group home in Montana, and this really cool person taught me how to play bass, and he knew like every Jimi Hendrix song, every Red Hot Chili Peppers song, and he's like, oh, you would be a really good bass player, and then he taught me how to play bass to these songs that he knew. And so when I came back here, I was in 11th grade, wasn't that serious about music, like as I was super serious in that group home. And then I was like, oh, I could, like COVID hit, and then I was like, I just started learning, practicing a lot more at bass and taking it way more serious than I ever have. And then I was super desperate to find someone to jam. So fast forward, jamming on this porch and with the guitar, and I was playing a Pink Floyd song, and Alex was skating by to the gas station on the corner. He heard me playing, and
It was like this time of day. It was this time of day.
And you just strolled by,
yeah.
and were you like, "Hey, let me show you something."
Well, I had just moved to town, and I was like, I don't know anybody, and I heard some pretty Pink Floyd. It was like, I literally thought, oh, that sounds like some cool Pink Floyd stuff. I should stop on my way back down the hill and see who it was.
You were like thinking of your lines when you were in the gash, and like, how am I gonna pick this dude up?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, hey, because I was also like, I don't want to just like walk up to this stranger's porch, you know.
Jackson
And then-
also looks like he's like a 30-year-old dude, not like a 17-year-old
Oh, yeah.
kid.
I was like 16, yeah.
The pictures that I came across an old Polaroid of you the other day. It was funny, but we were because I lived like a block down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I was like 17.
Then you came over the next day and we jammed Down by the River, that Neil Young song, and like a couple other things. And then you
I
like,
sucked.
well, you knew all the right. He knew how to play the note for note like part.
Yeah.
And I was like, just play it to this beat so we can just groove together. You can keep it really simple. And that's where it all began. Because then it was like, you can just play with one note, you know. with the thing.
I'm good. No,
Okay,
I'll go
let's
full
see right
mute.
now, honestly, but had some Rice Krispies for lunch. Well, it's all gas station, you know, from the local.
So then, what was the formation of Sons and Stars after that?
We went, or Alex got a
Because the band now is like totally different than when you guys started, right?
completely, or yeah, I mean,
You two were both in it to start.
well, Alex got a weekly show at residency at a cider company, and he was playing there for every Saturday and Sunday. And he'd have musicians fill in, and he started having me play bass pretty weekly, and then we met this mandolin player named Jackson, and we formed a project with him and like a few other people, and then that didn't really happen, and then we met Johnny, and Johnny was looking to start a bluegrass band at the same time, so it was like perfect timing, and Johnny had the idea of Sons of Stars.
Okay.
The name, yeah. So Johnny is he's the son of the star, but
And it's S-U-N because there was that lady who was on the bass first, right?
I don't know.
What up, Joel?
Hey.
Going good. You gonna make fun of my hat today?
See ya.
Funny story. One day I was at Sons of Stars, and Jackson's dad comes up behind me, slaps me on the back, and goes, "Nice hat, jackass." Wearing this bright orange hat.
That's how you know he likes them.
Yeah, if you got a jackass, that means he likes you, because that's like an old. Where does the jackass come from?
A lot of long nights, late nights, and
Long late nights.
long late nights. Yeah,
Long nights or late nights?
Yeah, the jackass starts coming out, and
Well, it's a compliment.
it's a compliment. If you're a jackass, that means he likes you.
I took it as a compliment, yeah. It was like, he's not going to talk shit to me if he didn't like me.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. He's not talking shit to all fun and games.
So,
Just had to clean that a little.
yeah, these things are probably filthy, dude.
That's from you.
I don't know. Where have you taken these things, man?
Dude, all over. Taking them to Charleston this weekend. Widespread Panic Lot podcast.
Oh wow.
Oh, panic.
Panic, baby.
I know I'm going to miss Sons of Stars this weekend. Let's talk about Sons of Stars. You guys been on a heater.
We're well, it doesn't matter, but we're playing this Friday instead of Sunday at One World.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Fundraising.
we're playing Friday because I forget why we're not playing Sunday, but our friends Budograph Spaceship are playing a show Friday, so we're gonna just play before they play, kind of double header it.
So no one's playing Sunday there then?
No, there's another event going on. Do you know?
Okay.
It's like a fundraiser.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Speaking of events at One World Brewing, buy your tickets now, July 19th, for the One World All Jammed Up Festival. Sons of Stars will be there.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Let's recreate the
Have you watched any of the recent episodes on YouTube? I put you in the final, like the little intro part. The part where you like run up to the camera at the end of our last interview, I put that in there. I'll show it to you after this.
Shit.
It's funny.
Oh yeah. No, we should recreate the Jerry Bobby,
Ketamine.
No.
We're not an 80s band, or we're not an 80s band or a 70s band.
No, the commercials where they're like,
I thought you
call.
were talking about that.
They're like the Farm Aid, the benefit commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Thanksgiving one or whatever.
Yeah, they're like, do you?
I've never heard that, seen that.
Never either, but apparently I have because I just started talking about it. But yeah, folks, buy your tickets now.
I had an
You
idea.
like turkey and you like gravy,
We'll be there.
then don't say maybe.
I had an idea for instead of just asking questions about how you started playing music and all that boring stuff. I came up with a fun game we could play. If you were to put on a festival with any band, so here's how it'll go. We'll do like a snake draft. So like Jackson will get first pick, you get second pick, Alex, and then I'll get 2 picks, and then it'll go back to you. Then Jackson gets 2, and back. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everyone gets a pick, but no one gets to stack them, and then 5 band festival that you put on. Who would it be? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so it can't be like, so if he picks the Grateful Dead, you can't pick the Grateful
Yeah.
Dead. They're out.
And we go like in what order?
So it's like Jackson, me, back to me.
Pointed at me.
Or you, sorry. So Jackson, Alex, me again, Alex, Jackson again, Alex, me again. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. So Jackson, you get first pick.
Okay. I mean, fish. Yeah.
Fish is your
Yeah,
first pick?
Fish is my first pick, yeah.
Okay, here, I'm going to document all this. So Jackson's
Do
first.
these bands have to be alive or dead or like?
You get one dead one. Like one
dead.
band that's not together anymore. So Jackson has
Not
Fish.
together anymore.
So it has to be 4 like touring bands now, and then 1 band that's not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is way go. This is a little too hard.
All right, so Alex, now you have your pick.
Okay, he said Fish.
Yep,
So that's at his festival.
yep.
What's your festival gonna be called?
Bama Mama. Bama Mama.
Bama Mama.
Bama Mama's pretty good. All right, so Fish is the headliner at Bama Mama.
Be their new hit single.
It could be.
Okay, my band. Okay, let's have Mapache show up because they're pretty cool. How about?
Your first pick?
Wait, is this like the headliner?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it's like the. Oh,
Yeah.
None of us. So you can't pick fish.
Yeah, but
I know,
everybody else
okay,
you can
we're
get.
making a stack like chronologically.
Yes.
The order is important of who's
Yes.
the best.
So Fish is his headliner.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, Mapache, I love you, Mapache, but we're not gonna put you at the top. We'll come back to that. So the top one.
I promise I'm not gonna pick that. So
Well, the top one for me was definitely gotta be.
Don't worry about the Pache.
Grateful Dead.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't pick that.
Well, it's like I was gonna see.
Like
who he was
19
gonna pick the Dead.
What's
Yeah.
tough is if you decide if you bring Brant or Donna, like what
Ooh.
era of the Dead are you bringing back in time?
Let's just do the pick and then we'll dissect it on the back end.
Okay.
So Fish, Grateful Dead. I'm gonna go with.
It's coming back too.
I get 2. Yeah, I get 2. And
It's
I'm
like the card dealer.
Yeah.
well then, because on the back end he's gonna get 2, but you're always a sandwich in the middle, so you're never missing a spot. That's why the end
Oh,
gets
I like
2.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna take Billy Strings as one of them, and then I think I gotta get like somebody that's gone now to be a good one. I'm gonna go Billy Strings and Jimi Hendrix. So now it's you, Alex. This is riveting stuff for the listeners right now.
This is hard to like. It's like, damn, who are we gonna have?
Ooh, can I change mine?
Yeah.
Prince. Yeah. You gotta appeal to.
His manager's gonna be pissed. He's like, dude, we already. Had it
Oh, you didn't think
signed.
of your name for yours, and I gotta think of my name for me.
The name for mine.
We can do that on the back end. Let's just do the bands first.
Mine's gonna be called To Be Revealed. No, all right. My next band,
I'm gonna do some editing in this for sure.
like Stevie Nicks. She still tours, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that, Stevie Nicks.
Can never break chain.
Yeah. That's a beautiful song. Okay. Mapache. No.
Good.
You get 2 this time, Jackson.
Okay. I have a band that I've been dying to see that I've never seen before is Wolfpack.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a solid pick.
I really want to see Wolfpack. So Wolfpack and Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit.
nice, Jackson.
Going to Jackson's festival.
Going to Bama.
Hell yeah! Get your tickets now. No, but for real, get your tickets now to.
All jammed up, July 19th. One Wood Brewing West. Plug as much as we can.
Okay. Oh, bands. So. Let's get Billy Strings. Oh, I can't.
I already got
Damn it,
him.
Damn it. Yeah, that's right. You son of a gun. Oh, why not? Like, let's get Sturgill Simpson in.
Oh, nice one. Nice one.
Who the fuck is Sturgill Simpson?
Johnny Blue Skies.
Yeah, that's who he is.
All right, so I have 2 here. I'm gonna go with a funky one, Mild Life, and then, damn, that one got no love at all.
I don't even know.
Who was that?
Mild Life. They're like an Australian band. They're fucking good. I saw them last year. I really liked them.
Okay.
Uh,
Australian bands are cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then like you said, a band I've been really wanting to see, King Giz.
Oh, that's what
Oh.
that was gonna be the closer.
All right, Alex, back to Alex.
You think Ozzy Osbourne still tours, or do you think he just gets on stage and goes, "Make me some cookies"? No.
I don't drink anymore.
Let's go with
Oh, you know what? We've been doing this snake draft all wrong.
Probably.
No, I don't think so, actually.
Let's keep going at this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, we at this point.
You have Grateful Dead, Stevie Nicks, and Sturgill Simpson. Solid lineup. Really attracting the older heads. This is a high dollar event, too.
Yeah, my event's expensive. Get Sierra Farrell in there. Her and
Nice.
Stevie Nicks can.
Should we do more than 5?
Is that my 4th one? or-
Yeah, that's your 4th. Jackson gets
Five
2.
is appropriate.
5 is appropriate? Alright. So Jackson gets 2 here.
This is like a one-day event. It's
Yeah.
It's like Willie Nelson's out.
I just had one. I had another one. I guess a band that I went on, did a whole tour of is Bob Weir and the Wolf Brothers, so I would love to see them.
I don't know if you can take that.
No?
You got Grateful Dead. Bob Weir's already busy.
No. Yeah, he is.
Bob Weir and Wolf Bros and Grateful Dead are not.
But Bob Weir's already busy.
Joe Russo.
Okay. And then you get one more.
Widespread.
Okay.
Fish and Widespread on the same bill with Led Zeppelin and Wolfpack. Mama, man.
It's got something for everybody. So now if you get one to close you off. 2 ladies on Alex's.
What can you say?
Man of the people.
I'm a man of the women. I'm just kidding. No. You know what I mean, like. Ricky Bobby.
Baby.
No, Jackson's Jackie Greenhorn. Yeah.
Treehorn.
So Alex, you have the Dead, Stevie Nicks,
I feel like
Sturgill, and Sierra Farrell.
Doing podcasts is like, side note, doing podcasts is like leaving a voicemail that like you just start to bomb and it goes terrible and then you're like, well, let's just keep going.
That's what I was telling Jackson. I was like, sometimes I do these and like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, I got to do this for at least 30 more minutes somehow. And you're just like begging the other person to give me something to talk about.
Yeah, well, sometimes my brain just kapoots, too. But so my last band, I had a good one. Dave Rawlings and Gillian Welch. Like they play together too, so they're like.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who that is.
Whoa, dude! They're like the current, folk top dogs, I'd say.
Really? Yeah, because
They're pretty old.
Sawyer
From
just
the
mentioned
90s.
Gillian Welch when he was over here getting his guitar. And I was like, I don't even know who that is. All right. So I got one left. Billy Prince, Mild Life, King Giz. And this is really a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I know. I was like flying. I just like quickly lightning rounded mine. Yeah. Then
Okay. I'm going to go with... I'm trying to think like who I've been listening to a lot lately. I feel like all I've been listening to is... This guy's got the giggles over here.
That's just how dumb that was.
What did he even say?
I don't know. That's the thing.
am I pulling a Bailey?
Yeah.
Bailey talks to us in the monitors in the morning. Sometimes he's like, it's local. We're like, yeah, but we're like, what the hell are you just saying?
All right, so let's go through this real quick. Jackson has Fish, Wolfpack, Led Zeppelin, J-Rad, and Widespread. That's pretty good. Alex, Grateful Dead, Stevie Nicks, Sturgill Simpsons. Is this thing even on? Am I even talking in this thing? I guess we'll find out in the back end. Grateful Dead, Stevie Nicks, Sturgill, Sierra Farrell, and Gillian Welch. Gillian Welch?
Get up, dude. This is actually a topic for discussion. No, it's Gillian Welch.
Gillian
I
Welch.
feel like everyone always says Gillian.
Is she like Scottish or something?
Gillian. No, I believe so.
I think there should be one more, unless Alex already drank it. How many have you had?
I just had one.
Yeah, I brought 4. I don't know where they're at.
That's one. Oh, I put them on the floor.
Okay, there you go.
Myself, I'm not gonna get drunk on Clint's podcast today.
Not this time.
Not this time.
You're only 1 for 2.
Oh yeah, no, it was just the mimosas last time. They snuck up on me.
I was watching back at one of the videos of it when I was editing it, and you're like looking at me while I'm talking, and I'm just pouring the rest of the bottle, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, that was about the vibe. Yeah.
I told Chloe, I was like, I don't know how we got so drunk. We only had 2 mimosas, and she was like, y'all had each a bottle of champagne. You just put it in big ass cups.
Yeah, we had 2 mimosas, but they were like
Half a bottle each, yeah. Hey, it's a good way to start a show, or start a morning, I think.
Yeah.
All right, fuck. Who am I gonna? Okay, I'm gonna finish with.
More?
I still have one more, and I'm stuck between like 3 people.
I just thought about my favorites on Nugs. That's fine.
I can't decide between Daniel Donato, Dogs in a Pile, or Keller Williams. I'm gonna go with Dogs in a Pile.
They're sick.
Yeah, I've been fucking with them lately. So Jackson, what's yours called? Bama Mama?
Bama Mama.
Alex, what's yours called?
Don't
And
be-
where's it
don't
gonna
a
be?
llama.
Where's it gonna be? That's the other question.
The Gorge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be called...
How do you spell that?
Like Meoor.
Meow. Okay. And where's yours at?
It's on the mound. No. It's gonna be in Texas,
Like the Alamo? Or Dallas Cowboys Stadium?
like El Paso. Just kidding.
That's a good lineup to have at El Paso Festival, I feel like.
But that's too far from us, so we'll just have it here in Asheville.
Okay. And it's meow.
Nice.
That's simple enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Mine's gonna be called mine's gonna be at Cedar Point Park in Ohio, the roller coaster, the place with all the roller coasters.
Yeah, my dad grew up in Toledo.
I've never been, but I bet that would be a cool like clash if there was roller coasters and bands and drugs.
That sounds like a great time. Dollywood, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dollywood. That's definitely. It's gonna be at Dollywood, and it's gonna be called. Fuck, is it too late to put Dolly Parton on the bill?
Oh damn, dude.
Dolly Parton and Billy Strings and Prince playing together.
Dolly's still kicking it.
Dolly Fest at Dollywood
There you go.
with those 5 bands.
The Woodfest.
You might get sued if you call it Dollar Fest.
Well, she's gonna be there. She's gonna be helping me out.
Oh,
Dolly's Wood.
Yeah.
You just put Dollar
I didn't change it. No, it's dogs. So I have Billy,
Dogs League
Billy Strings, Prince, My Life, King Giz, and Dogs in a Pile.
and Dollar Parton.
I have 2 Australian bands.
Dolly Parton's the artist
I
at
want
large.
Babe Rainbow too from Australia. Babe Rainbow.
Babe Rainbow, I don't know who that
It's
is.
super cool. The Babe Rainbow.
I like how Mapache is your first choice.
And I forgot to put them.
Who is that? Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, they're a band out of. I love how we keep like looking at
Yeah,
all
I
the
know.
cars go by. We're like, dude,
Tweeted
like,
the whole time.
like two dogs over. Apache is this band out of L.A. And
I thought you were gonna pick Donna the Buffalo for sure.
dude, I forgot about Donna the Buffalo. I choose Donna the Buffalo.
My other,
It's like in Hunger Games when Katniss says,
so I had 2 other like questions that we could debate too.
Stop handing me back this, because got nothing good to say.
Well, it'll go to the next question. How do you guys eat a hot dog? What do you get toppings on it?
Oh, it's a good one.
Okay, I like this guy. I'm freaking out, man.
As you can tell, I didn't prepare anything for this. I was like, this will probably be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't prepare at all. I actually ate like 10 hot dogs for it.
What'd you have on them? How many hot dogs do you think you could eat on like the 4th of July competition?
Depends on what I have to do after.
Nothing. 10 minutes, so how many hot dogs could you down? Bun and dog.
Like, I'm getting nauseous thinking about it. Probably like 14.
You think it's really do 14?
That's a big jump, actually.
That's more than 1 a minute.
That's more than 1 a minute.
No, I could definitely eat like two in a minute.
You think you could eat 20?
No, I was about to say like 30. Yeah.
You think you could eat 30 hot dogs?
Yeah.
Would you be willing
Your
to...
boys, we'll show up and tear up them
You
hot
just
dogs.
soak them in water, and then you're like.
Make that sound again? Whoop.
We'll just be closer, and then we can just...
If I were to finance 30 hot dogs, would you try to do it in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to say I could do 30 hot dogs,
It
but it's
also
another...
depends on like what we're winning too. I
If-
probably want to do it for nothing.
If you ate 30 hot dogs in 10 minutes, I'll give you $250.
Okay.
Say you'll do it for 3.
But you have to eat 30 hot dogs. If you eat 10 hot dogs,
I'm his agent, and he'll do it for 400.
400.
Yeah,
250 is the best I can do.
3. You could do 3.
275.
3 is the lowest that we can go.
I've done negotiating with you, Alex. I know how this goes. Fuck it, we'll do 200.
Mama, we ain't doing 200.
That could be an event there, a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, on the side.
I think I could do 6 maybe.
6?
In 10 minutes? I don't think you understand how much that is 30 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
I feel like he's tried this before, so
I've definitely eaten like like a whole pack of hot dogs before.
In like a day, in like a sitting, right?
For dinner, yeah.
Yeah, that's not in 10 minutes. Have you seen those boys, Kobayashi, Chestnut?
Yeah, Chestnut, it's like, and he eats like how many in a minute?
Like, not in a minute, but in like 10 minutes, I think he did like 86 or something.
Yeah. If he's like, all he needs is water and an empty stomach, and
I don't think you can do it on an empty
gag
stomach.
reflex.
You can't do it on an empty stomach, though, because if you don't eat, your like stomach shrinks. So you have to like eat a bunch the day before, so your stomach's big, then shit, so your stomach's expanded.
Yeah, and it's like they like work on like training their stomach to like not feel it being full.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But back to the original question, how do you guys dress your hot dog?
Jalapenos, chili, mustard, and onions.
Okay. How many of those could you eat in 10 minutes? 3?
4.
4?
Yeah.
I can agree. That's reasonable.
Realistically, yeah.
That's reasonable.
I feel like I'm like a
After
sauerkraut guy.
I thought you were going to say sour cream. I was like, what?
It's sauerkraut, right? That's how you say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sauerkraut, and then like ketchup. Really, ketchup's. Oh, I like
ketchup on a hot dog.
well, it's
Yeah,
either
you don't-
ketchup on a hot dog, and maybe that's it, or sauerkraut, or
Blasphemy.
chili, and
No ketchup, though, with the chili.
chili, sauerkraut, and cheddar cheese shredded up.
Okay. I just do ketchup and mustard with a little bit of Tabasco sauce on top.
Tabasco sauce.
Mm-hmm. Or just like, if you're doing like a sausage, just like the ground mustard, you know what I'm talking about? Like the Dijon mustard.
Oh, Dijon mustard is good.
Yeah, spicy
Yeah.
mustard.
You know about that working at the deli.
Yeah. Well, I'm a delivery guy. I drive the moped.
Do they give you a moped to drive?
They do give me a moped to drive. Yeah, I drive a moped for a living. It's pretty fucking awesome. Right back.
That is sick, yeah. I wish I could drive a moped around. The whole thing just shook as he did that. Okay, back to music while Alex is gone.
Oh, we have a minute.
If you could jam with one musician alive, who would it be? Actually, let's do one alive, one dead.
Well, that is actually a really hard question. Good question. I guess the one alive, I find a lot of inspiration from Ron Carter. He's like one of the best upright jazz bass players ever. Yeah.
He's still alive?
And he's like
Okay.
86.
Barely.
Yeah. And he still gigs all the time. It's pretty cool. And Dad, of course, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you're more inspired by like bluegrass people or like by like the Grateful Dead?
I guess like my biggest inspiration is definitely, Phil Lesh is, wow, Phil Lesh I've taken a lot of inspiration from, and
I can't believe your first pick was Fish and you want to jam with Jerry Garcia and Phil Lesh.
yeah, well I don't know, I was like, it was like who would I have the most fun at?
How many times have you seen Fish?
I have seen Trey 28 times.
Damn.
With different form. One time, I've seen Fish like 16 times. I think somewhere. And then I went and saw Fish on my birthday when they played at MSG. And then that same week, we came back home. And I didn't even realize it, but we had plans on going to 420 Fest. And Oysterhead was headlining
2021 or 2022? Yeah, I was there.
with Tab.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was there with Luke and
Okay.
and yeah, we went, but Luke also went with me to see Fish, so we saw Trey playing 3 different bands in 1 week.
I've never seen Fish, but I've seen Oysterhead and I've seen Tab like 3 times, I think. You've done a lot, dude, for being as young as you are. That's crazy. How do you 2021?
I turned 22 like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
I think I told you happy birthday on your birthday. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I was out of town.
Yeah.
Jackson is an old soul.
I would agree. Dude, the first time,
What?
the first time we hung out, you were like, I can finally come here over at Fraser's because I'm 21. And I thought you were like 30.
Yeah.
I thought you were just, for one, the way you handle yourself, and you're fucking huge.
The beer weight and the beard. It's definitely adds some age.
No, it's because you're so tall.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story that you were going to tell Sawyer before the podcast, and I said save it for the podcast? I can't remember what it was about now, but it wasn't about the time you got beat up at Salvage Station, but it was about...
I snuck into Capitol Theater.
No, because that was one other one you got beat up, but you could tell that one.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't have to tell. Well, I mean, that one's it's kind of crazy and it was cool. But fuck, what were
I feel like it was something about Tedeschi trucks, and then you started telling Sawyer, and I was like, save that for the podcast, and now I can't remember it.
Yeah, no, I'm rocking this other one.
Yeah, I fucking spilled half of mine.
You can split this one if you want.
I've actually never had one of those.
Legacy Lager.
Yeah, I just drink these. They're so good. Citra Bomb, Onewood Brewing West.
For white bitches like us, we like the Legacy Lagers.
I don't think that's like a white girl drink.
Well, I do drink white girl drinks. Like I drink ciders a lot. But
White Claws?
Not White Claws, but then
What kind of ciders? Like Bold Rock?
Bold Rock.
That shit's
yeah.
fire. Have you had the IPA one?
Yeah, I do like but then if you get the Imperial, like 8.5s, drink a 4-pack of those, you're good for a night.
That's how I feel about these, because these are only 7%, but...
No, yeah,
Flashbacks.
but those things hold a lot of sugar. That's also why I drink beers, because it's like
You're also drinking an energy drink while drinking a beer, which is an insane move.
hippie speedball.
And I also saw you put one of those into your car before you walked. What was up with that?
Deal. It was 1 for $3.75 or 2 for $4.50. So I was like, and I saw someone in front of me buy the 2, and I was like, that's smart. Like,
So now you're going to drink one of those hot tomorrow?
Oh, I'll throw it in my fridge and drink it before I go to work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So you're the delivery guy on the moped at Roman's,
am.
dude. I thought you were in the back, like,
And I
making
like to
sandwiches.
just get, like, jacked on caffeine and like just like where it's like my eye starts twitching and then I'm just like ripping and I'm like fuck you, bring like speeding past people.
I went to Costa Rica this past year, and we rented a moped, and I was just fucking... I was like, you thought I was like Grand Theft Auto the way I was driving that thing around. I was going the wrong lanes, going up sidewalks.
Oh yeah, no, you're a bastard on it. It's like no rules.
Yeah, it's
You're,
how
like,
it felt.
Lawless on a moped.
Jackson used to like drink those red line drinks, and we'd play these gigs in the afternoon, like in Black Mountain, and he would be like having the eye twitch thing happen. He's like, guys, I had too much red line, and like my eyes like won't stop twitching.
I had a-
like, bro, drink water.
I had a panic attack in the goddamn Starbucks line the other day because I drank too much coffee in the morning.
Why were you in the Starbucks line?
Okay, so
more coffee.
no. So I went to St. Pete like a couple weeks ago to go to a wedding for one of my girlfriend's best friends, or my girlfriend's one of her best friends, not one of my girlfriends, but my girlfriend's best friend. And I woke up, I was a little hungover. I went to Dogs in a Pile the night before and drank a little bit. We had to get up like 7 in the morning, and I was like, all right, take me to Starbucks. I need like coffee. And for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to get in cold brew. And like I just chugged one of those, like dehydrated, hungover. And then we got close to the wedding venue, and we had to stop at Starbucks to like get her friend a coffee. And like once the car stopped and we were just like sitting in the line, I was like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I felt like my skin was like crawling out of me, and I thought I was gonna like freak out and throw up. And then we just started moving again. That was fine. But that was the first time I ever had like that bad of a reaction to caffeine, and I don't know how. I don't do that well with caffeine as it is. I can drink like one Red Bull, and I'm good. But sometimes it fucks me up. And that day, it definitely fucked me up.
Yeah, no, I always it happens like it's like a routine. Like I drink like around like 300 milligrams of caffeine, and then I start freaking out about my calendar. And like it's like every morning around 11:30, I'll like look through my calendar like 20 different times, making sure I have all the right dates in my calendar. And then I look at my bank account and then start freaking out about my money. And then
Yeah, I do that too.
But I love it.
It just feels normal.
How do you feel about playing like gigs and drinking caffeine? Because I'll like do it sometimes when I'm like tired and you're like, it's 5 p.m. Like typically I wouldn't have a coffee.
He's asking the questions.
He's the interviewer now.
No, I'm asking. You know, like I'll have like a coffee at like 5 p.m. and be like, this is a bad idea, but it's good for the gig.
Yeah.
But then sometimes for me, I'll get too like jittery from the coffee that I don't play as good. But like, it does like I still like it. Like,
Are you asking me? Because I don't play in a band, so I
I'm just
don't know.
looking at you. I'm asking you.
It's definitely a fine line. There's a clear,
It's a fine red line.
Yeah, there's a clear red line. But no, I used to definitely go way too far with it. And I would get done playing and I could barely like hold a cup because my hands were shaking so badly. Yeah, but it's no, there's yerba mates. I'll drink just one now before a show.
That's what you asked me. You're like, I'm gonna get a yerba. Do you want one? You come back with
deal.
2 reins,
No, these
like
are
a
horrible.
fucking middle schooler.
Hey,
It's all about the deal, man.
Alex, you're now the most frequented guest on the podcast. How does that feel for you? It's crazy 3 times into it, and you still haven't learned to talk into the microphone.
He's a growing boy.
Yeah, third time in, third time's the charm, as they say.
And it's like 2 more months, so you have to come on for the 50th episode.
Yeah.
What are we gonna talk about, dude?
We'll probably just have like a staring contest.
Just get drunk again and bullshit. Tell the same stories we've told before.
Yeah, we can do the podcast after my gig.
Okay.
We can jam after too.
Hopefully by then I can learn something. I can almost do the beginning melody of Shady Grove.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Like you gotta come to my open jam on Tuesday.
Dude, I want to, but like I can't do enough to do that.
Dude, you just hang it. Eventually, practice the rhythm and stuff. Like we set up a condenser mic, so it's not like you're like getting in the front. And
I've seen Tom up there crushing it though.
Dude, Tommy's been killing, man. He like gets better every week. You can tell he jumps in there and like goes for the leads too, and you can hear his ideas developing. It's so.
I was playing out here for a little bit before you got here because we had so much time to kill, and and Jackson said. Jackson was like, "You're actually pretty good at moving your fingers," so that made me feel good because I feel like I haven't really like accomplished anything, but I've only been doing it for like 2 weeks.
He's doing chords fluently. It was cool.
That's like yeah.
Yeah, but I just can't strum, dude. Like the strumming is what kills me. I need to I want to play with like you
when
or
you're
Ethan.
listening to the radio, just tap your hand along like your right hand, even in the car. Be like. Dun, dun.
I can do that. Like I've been doing it at shows, like trying to keep like the count, like 1 and 2, and, like doing that and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when it gets in my hand, I just like can't do anything.
Well, I feel like I danced a lot like when I was younger. I danced so much.
Kevin Bacon over here.
No, but when I started learning how to count and all that stuff, it was almost after like, you know, I didn't like because I was a young kid doing it, and you don't focus on like the like important. If I just get the rhythm down, I can be able to play, and you're kind of just learning things note for note, kind of like when we met, and I was like, yeah, focus on the rhythm, like you're saying, the right hand, but like when you dance, you're like falling right into the beat, and if you can just keep that dancing thing and kind of take it to that, then it's like you're in, that's like the best way to keep time. Like everyone taps their foot or like nods their head. And it's like a way of holding it in your body.
I've been trying to just pretty much mute all the strings and just like strum and see if that helps. But like I think I want to play with like you or Ethan or somebody who knows what they're doing. Just like, hey, try this instead. Because I've been doing the Shady Grove, and like the video that I've been watching, the guy's using his middle and index finger. But I just find it easier to just use my pointer. But I know that's like the least efficient way to do it. So I'm like trying to learn this way. But
it's all about economics.
What does that mean? Like just like being efficient with the fingers you're using?
Finger economics. It's
okay.
Like jazz players, and I feel like bluegrass there's a lot of liberties because when you're using the open strings, you can like use one finger for certain licks.
What does that mean, open string and bar strings?
So when you're using an open string, you're playing a riff, and then you're also like using the open E string, the B string, the G string, D string within the riff to like complete the chord. Like if your line is da ba da ba da ba da ba da, like you're using some of the open strings to do that. I'm good, but instead like of are you tapping out for a sec? Okay, but it's like doing the strings like openly and playing.
Bring his guitar out here, Jackson. I do want to stop like 20 minutes before you practice so we can fuck around. That's cool with you.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, it's already out here. Okay, cool.
A closed riff is just not using any open strings, like a bar chord. It's almost like you're playing a riff over those kind of ideas, which is more like in jazz and jam band style, electric, Fish stuff. It's like not, but like using open strings and incorporating it with the electric stuff, it's like you can get some cool stylistic stuff that way too.
Yeah, I want to just like find a song and master it, because I feel like if I just found one song and spent like a week on it, that would be fun. Because there's all the songs like you just know these 3 chords and learn it, but like I don't want to learn how to play like "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen or something. So I started trying to learn Shady Grove, and I can do that like first little melody, but then the second melody, so hard. I can't do it.
Yeah, like that song is deceivingly hard too, the way the
So maybe I shouldn't learn on that one.
No, it's a great one to practice with too, but like a lot of people will do it differently too,
Yeah.
Like a good one too is like
he was doing a lot of cross chords, and I was like, yo, stop doing that shit. I'm never gonna learn how to do that shit.
I feel like a good one that I like we always like sound check with is like Long Journey Home, you know that one?
Okay. By Billy Strings, right?
No, Long Journey Home's like an old bluegrass number. Who originally wrote that?
Oh, really?
No, who?
I'm not sure.
What's that song you guys do that's like, I ain't going back to the city no more.
Oh, that's a
Country blues.
Stay right here on the farm.
Yeah, right.
That's like a pretty new song, right? That's not like a old bluegrass tune.
It's from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Is it Emmett Nershi?
I think so.
It's like the dude from Leftover Salmon. I think it's like a side project. Kind of thing they had.
Okay.
But they started that. But
Is that an easy one to learn?
that one's not too hard either. That one's pretty easy. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just like the thing that like that one's got like a A section and a B section. So and it's got no bar chords in it, so it's pretty easy.
Okay.
And you get to kind of feel that feel.
What's it called again?
It's called New Country Blues.
New Country Blues. Ain't going back to the city no more.
Heck,
Stay right here on the farm.
Yeah.
I like that one.
The Blue Virginia Blues, honestly, not a hard one either. Like the chorus
Really?
is kind of tricky, but like
What a
all
treat
those,
that
all
was.
those bluegrass songs. Bluegrass is like a great genre to learn in. Like
Yeah.
I wish I would have started learning bluegrass like from the beginning. Like I was learning like Led Zeppelin and like rock and roll.
That was maybe my favorite show you guys did 2 weeks ago when we were the outside one. You did the Jeopardy theme song for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I like to tease that sometimes.
It was just you guys. So I was really hungover that day. So usually I'm like up front, want to dance, get down. And that day I was like, I don't want to do any of that. I just want them to cater to me. And you guys played like a pretty slow set compared to your usual, with a lot of just funny little gigs in it. So I like that one.
Yeah, so we've been like trying to get better at like making a different set list every week and writing out a set. But we still definitely sometimes will show up and like just wing it and like kind of like Grateful Dead style and like fly like by like
Just
an
play All Fall
idea,
Down
you know?
the whole time.
But it's cool because when we don't write a set, we end up segueing, I feel like, a bunch of tunes pretty seamlessly sometimes.
I went to learn All Fall Down, and that's just E minor, the whole song. Is what the chord said.
And then, like, I think Billy does it in A. Yeah, but then it's like, and those tunes are almost, so the one chord tunes are like almost trickier than the songs that, like, the chords that have, they're like making the melody.
Yeah, because you don't know like what you're doing really
you're
with
kind
that.
of keeping all the groove with that one chord.
Yeah.
And you have to like create the melody all within over a simple platform, so to say. But like Jackie playing the bass line holds down the groove. We play the rhythm on it, and there's like a, and then you like have to create all the lead little kind of embellishments just over that tonic, you know, which means.
I want to learn that John Hartford song where he just says, he's like, I go to A, now I go to G, now I go back to C. And I feel like that would be a good one to learn because he's just saying exactly what he's doing. I don't know what that song's called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know which one. You know what you're talking about?
No, but there's like, I'll take a melody, I'll take the...
Yeah, I'll Take a Melody is like that Jerry tune where he's like, I'll take a simple G to C. But he's playing like an A to D when he says that, yeah. So it's funny. Like he's playing like D to E. He's like psyching you out.
That's like all I've been listening lately is John Hartford and that one song. Maybe it's My Rag. Is that it? I don't know how it goes though.
What you talking about? My rag?
What'd you call me?
All right. I think that's all I got, guys. We're almost at an hour anyways. We did it. If you made it this far in the interview, fucking kudos to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
We were fucking around today.
Bo Mama.
Bo Mama.
Make sure to get your tickets.
Obama, you just changed the name.
Obama Mama.
Obama Mama?
Obama. No.
What was yours? What was yours?
Obama's Mama.
What was yours, Alex?
Oh,
yeah. And mine was Dolly Fest. Yeah. That's kind of whack. That's not that funny. If y'all have Obama Mama, and I just got Dolly Fest. I'm trying to think about like a pun on Dolly Parton's fake boobs, but I can't think of anything.
Mine, I want to change mine to Highway to the Stars Fest.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Call it Dolly's fake tits.
Dolly's fake tits.
Whoa. Why don't you say these things in the mic?
No, he's repeated it for me.
Oh, actually, before we wrap this up, let's talk about comedy for a second, Jackson, because we kind of talked about it when I first got here, but not on the podcast. Who's your favorite comedian right now?
Well, I actually just saw Mark Norman.
At the center at the.
Yeah, we got to meet him afterwards.
Really?
Too. Yeah, we were at. It was like 2 hours after the show, and the whole time he was like, I'm gonna like go out drink in Asheville. You guys are a drinking town, right? And then he was at one point he was like, you guys have a strip club here? And like the strip club went away from Helene, and everyone's like, no. And then he was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be called the Dirty Armpit or something like that. And I was like, he's good.
He is good. Him and like Shane Gillis are probably my favorite right now.
Yeah, Shane Gillis is amazing. But it was like 2 hours after the show, we're at Lazy Diamond, and he comes walking up, and we're like, oh shit, he's like actually coming out and drinking. Like,
was he cool?
And yeah, he was super cool, and he talked to everybody. And then we were like, do you mind if we like bother you for a photo? And then he like, he's like, yeah, I love taking photos of sexy kids. And then he smelled our, like he went and smelled my buddy's hair. He's like, you guys all use the same conditioner or what?
Did he have that back pocket full of just like Post-it notes?
No, I didn't.
You know how he does that though? He just carries around like a bunch of like loose leaf paper in his back pocket, and whenever he has a new joke idea, he just takes it out and write it, and he just keeps it on him like at all times.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's like, thank you, I've been Kevin Hart, and like walks off stage.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Oh, I have a joke I learned from Jason the other. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Banana na, banana na, banana na, na, na.
You just got jammed.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not even gonna call it interview really, because we were just bullshitting. But yeah, that was Alex and Jackson. Sound off on the comments. What what music festival are you gonna go to? You gonna go to Bama Mama? You gonna go to Meow? Or are you gonna come to mine? Let us know who won that. That was something kind of fun to do, just messing around again. Next Monday, there's gonna be the Lot podcast, and then Chloe and I are gonna recap Widespread Panic on Thursday on Chloe's Corner, and we're also gonna preview Dark Star Jubilee that we'll be going to next weekend too. So we're staying busy over here at All Jammed Up. Like I said, new job started today, so still gonna keep the two a week going for now, but things might change. But fingers crossed, we're gonna stay at 2 a week. So sound off on the comments which festival you're going to, and have a great week, guys. And remember, wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Come along, have a drink with me. We can talk about the world and how the world is turned so slow. Day and night I found cars they drive and planes they fly. I look into the sun and the sky, you're so bright. It's you that I have found. Oh, and I know there's not much longer now. Or if the world would just slow down. Stars, they sail across the sky, and I could watch you dance all through the night. When the rhythm is right, oh, and I know the sun is rising now. Or if the world would just slow down. With me and I'll move with you, and I could spend the rest of my life by your side. It's you that I have found. Oh, and I know not much longer